Blessings, beautiful rising, beautiful rising. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Give yourself a nice, deep belly breath with gratitude, giving ourselves a moment to just arrive in this space. I have to take my tea today because I'm really trying to rest and nurture my throat. So make sure if you have any tea, water, or anything that you want to have to keep yourself hydrated, anything you need to make this beautiful sacred space um, more aligned for you. If you have any incense, if you have the elements with you, um, and just arriving. So welcome to our Black August meditation. If it's your first time here, my name is Senetem As Neferka Heteru, and I am the mother of Tehuti Ma'at. I co-founded this revolutionary instrument that is here specifically for building cooperative institutions in the areas of healing, art, and education for the resurrection of the African world. African people worldwide. It is a Pan-African institution, and our goal is to gather spiritual warriors and leaders who are here for embodied leadership and a healed leadership paradigm so that we can build the institutions that we need to replace the collapsing global imperialist paradigm that is on its way out. So this offering today on behalf of Tehuti Ma'at is part of our Black August series of meditations. Black August is an annual commemoration of the Black Liberation Movement, specifically honoring Black freedom fighters, political prisoners, those who have sacrificed and contributed to the freedoms that we have today in many ways. So we honor this month because so many sacred happenings took place in August, most notably on August 21st, which is the date that the Haitian Revolution began, which was the first revolution of the colonial era of the Maafa, or the Great Disaster, as we call it. That's a Kiswahili word. So instead of using the word genocide, our elder, Mama Marimba Ani, has used the word Ma'afa so that we can identify our journey and our story through our own language. So the Haitian Revolution, the assassination of George Jackson, who was a major figure in the Black Liberation Movement, who was assassinated and murdered. Mama Regina Jennings, Dr. Regina, is going to be with us tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Time, doing a live stream on the origins of Black August. So she's going to go in a little bit more about that. And we're going to talk about all of these major happenings in August that are so significant to the Black Liberation Movement and our continuation. So our intention with this meditation is to awaken the warrior spirit within us, but also to stir and awaken the revolutionary spirit in the collective body. So we thank you for being here, for honoring the revolution that begins in you by being here, showing up, and filling yourself. Some of the things that are usually done to honor this reflective period are things like fasting, or slowing, as I like to call it. So again, if you are fasting, don't move fast. Move slow. Be gentle with your body. Remember your intentions. Remember to process, to journal, and allow your reflections to be grounded. But thank you for your commitment and your devotion, if that is a practice that you're taking on. Political education is also a big aspect of Black August, so our contribution to that is activating Think. So on Monday, August 17th at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. We're also going to be bringing back Mama Regina to begin the readings of Assata, the autobiography of Assata Shakur. So if you don't have this book, get it now. You have to get this book. Mama Assata transitions. She is now an ancestor. So on the 17th and then every other Monday, we're going to be doing the readings of Assata as a aspect of not only political education, but we see it as holistic education. And Tehuti Ma'at, our revolutionary ideology and methodology, is really about recognizing that the revolution begins within. And we define revolution as healing, first and foremost, because we see the conditions we're in. Right? We're not trying to show up at the front lines broken and battered. So this is a moment for us to be present in preparation, right? So healing, liberation, restoration, elevation, expansion, unity, strength, and courage. And recognizing the front lines are in many cases right in your own body, right in your own home. And all of the ways that we are being bombarded with acts of multidimensional warfare, physically, psychologically, chemically. So this movement is a holistic approach that is rooted in spiritual reclamation. So thank you again for being here, for contributing to this moment. So just to give you a sense of what we're going to be doing for today's meditation, we're going to take it in twofold. I'm going to begin by reading us as we like breathe in and just allow ourselves to settle in. I'm going to read us Assata's affirmation, which is a poem that's in the beginning of the book that she wrote. And then we're going to do some somatic releasing, and I'm going to share about what that practice is so that you can comprehend in your mind, your nervous system is prepared and knows the technology you're activating in the simple movement of shaking your body. So wherever you are in your space, please just make space to be able to move freely and shake your body. As I said, that's what we were preparing for yesterday. Yesterday we did the tapping. So this somatic or like body based, right? I want to simplify it because a lot of us are using the word somatic in the like more spiritual therapeutic space, but it's just about the body. It's about grounding us in the body, recognizing that spirituality is not separate from the physical world, and we don't need to escape our physical reality. Our physical reality is actually very spiritual and is a reflection of what is happening spiritually. So we are grounding ourselves in the body, and because we're on the eve of this major total solar eclipse, there is the opportunity to have a beautiful rebirth. So today we're going to kind of put that into a cowrie shell. We're going to have some somatic release, which is like clearing some energy out of the body. And then we're going to do some visualization, which is the seed sowing, because the total solar eclipse is also a new moon. So we're still honoring the essence of the new moon when the sky is the darkest and the moon is essentially resetting the pulse in that natural revolutionary rhythm of nature. It is the time to sow our seeds. We know when we sow seeds as a farmer, if you don't know, we sow seeds, the seeds have to gestate and they have to go into the soil, into the ground, into the darkness. And that is the decay process that allows the seed to then sprout and bring forward new life. So that darkness in the sky, in the heavens, we have a meteor shower tomorrow. I mean, a beautiful planetary alignment where we can visibly see multiple celestial bodies in a row. I mean, it is very, very powerful, significant moment. So beyond the current state of spiritual warfare and the revolutionary process that we're in, we're holding both the darkness and the light, and there's both the aspect of like the fight that we know we're going to be victorious in, but there's also that ancient rooting in just the celestial divinity of this moment that we're in and all of the sacred alignments that are happening right now. And some of them are very specific to this particular moment. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, so we're going to do the reading, we're going to do the release, and we're going to do the visualization for today. So Give yourself a nice deep breath. Give yourself a moment of stillness. We're going to have a moment of silence to honor our political prisoners who are behind bars. We're going to send them energy, send them love. If you're overflowing, you can do that. Otherwise, just giving gratitude for our freedom is an honor and a recognition of the sacrifices they made that they aren't even able to exist in this moment. So let's just give ourselves a moment of silence here. Okay, so give yourself a nice deep breath, hydrating yourself, getting some water. I'm just going to give us some clearing breaths to land us to receive Mama Asada's words. If you can hear that cat, it's not a baby crying. It's a cat. Okay, family. So I invite you to get into a comfortable posture, right? Getting back into our grounded space. If you want to rest or lay for this moment, so allowing yourself to melt yourself into your mat, maybe even relaxing and massaging your lower back into the mat if you are laying. If you are sitting up, I invite you to just root yourself in your sit bones, maybe rocking from left to right if your feet are on the ground, rocking from the left and right side of the body, coming into our wholeness, to the beautiful complementary forces of nature that we experience, the darkness, the light, the push, the pull, right? Rest and activity, the ups and the downs. So just giving thanks in this moment for all of that, and then bringing yourself back into center, allowing yourself to root into the center like your roots are just dropping deeper into the earth. Give yourself a nice deep belly breath. If you need to hold one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, just to make sure that you're relaxing the chest, relaxing the heart, and allowing yourself to give yourself a nice deep belly breath. Imagine like you have a balloon in your belly that you're filling with the intention that you're calling in with your breath for this practice and for this day. And releasing out of the mouth, contracting and allowing the belly, like your belly button is going back towards your jed, which is your spine, and inhaling, filling the belly up, and exhaling out of the mouth, audibly releasing. We're going to give ourselves one more nice deep belly breath. And releasing out, contracting that belly in, relaxing, coming into your natural breath. Just giving us a moment here. All right, family. Thank you for being here. Okay, so this is Asada's affirmation. I believe in living. I believe in the spectrum of beta days and gamma people. I believe in sunshine, in windmills and waterfalls, tricycles and rocking chairs. And I believe that seeds grow into sprouts, and sprouts grow into trees. I believe in the magic of the hands and in the wisdom of the eyes. I believe in rain and tears and in the blood of infinity. I believe in life, And I have seen the death parade march through the torso of the earth, sculpting mud bodies in its path. I have seen the destruction of the daylight and seen bloodthirsty maggots prayed to and saluted. I have seen the kind become the blind, and the blind become the bind in one easy lesson. I have walked on cut glass. I have eaten crow and blunder bread and breathed the stench of indifference. I have been locked by the lawless, handcuffed by the haters, gagged by the greedy. And if I know anything at all, it's that a wall is just a wall and nothing more at all. It can be broken down. I believe in living. I believe in birth. I believe in the sweat of love and in the fire of truth. And I believe that a lost ship, steered by tired, seasick sailors, can still be guided home to port. Shit. Can't think of a better person to share those words of truth, considering Mama Asada was able to escape from jail and find asylum in Cuba for all the years that she spent the rest of her life. So we honor her spirit, we honor her words. We invite you to join us in reading her autobiography and learning more about her story as a member of the Black Panther Party, as a member of the Black Liberation Army, and as one of our most prolific and inspiring freedom fighters. Okay, so relax your shoulders. We're coming into the body today. So I'm inviting you to begin as I'm speaking by just allowing yourself to wake up your body. So give yourself some shoulder rolls. Maybe we could even start with a little bit of somatic release here in the shoulders where we tend to hold a lot of stress. So I'm going to invite you to bring your shoulders up to your ears like you're shrugging up, holding that tension up. With your inhale, holding that breath. And on your exhale, slowly releasing it down. Inhaling in again, lifting. Exhale, slowly releasing the shoulders down and relaxing. Inhaling in one more time. We're lifting the shoulders up to your ears. Holding that tension here for a moment. This allows us to have a nice somatic release of the shoulders and relaxing. Exhale, slowly releasing down. Inviting you to take awareness to your breath without judgment, but with presence. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils as you're rotating your shoulders back at your own pace. Going to give ourselves a few of these here. And then we're going to alternate, still going back left and right side, one shoulder at a time. Just waking up and releasing from this area that we typically hold the most stress and the most energy accumulates. Remembering your breath. And we're going to go into the opposite direction. So we're going to rotate forward with both shoulders right now. Awakening the shoulders, awakening the body, coming into the body here. Remember your breath. We're preparing ourselves because we're going to be doing somatic release through shaking, which is a mind-body practice where we intentionally bounce and shimmy or shake our limbs so that we can discharge trapped physical tension, right? And release it out of the body. Now, alternating your shoulders forward, one shoulder at a time. Keeping our balance here. Same thing we did going back, we're doing going forward. This allows us to really complete the body's stress cycle and help reset the nervous system, this shaking that we're going to do. So relaxing the shoulders wherever you are, maybe shaking them out a little bit, right? I'm going to practice that here. But I am going to invite us to stand so that we can have a full shake. It might be good if you're in a space where you can. If you can't, no worries. But if you can, this is a great practice to do outside to release energy, or to have an open window, open a door, let that energy out with your intention and with your spiritual authority, energetically moving energy out of your space as you're releasing it. So we're going to prepare for that. As I said, this is a practice that's going to help us reset the nervous system and prepare us to come into our creative visualization. And this natural reflex is something that humans tend to repress or suppress. But if you think about it in nature, as animals like deers and dogs, they usually instinctively kind of shake or tremble after they move through a threatening situation or some traumatic experience, which is like something happening too fast, too soon, unexpected, right? Like the shock of the nervous system, right? Coming into that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn state, which contracts our energy and can create a lot of tension in the body. So naturally, animals will shake it off. Now, it helps to clear adrenaline out of the system on a primal level. So it's our animal instinct. And because people tend to suppress that physical impulse, which is mostly due to social conditioning, it causes stress to stay trapped in the muscle tightness. Like the energy stays stuck and we feel it in our muscles as tightness, right? Or it can be hyper arousal as well, right? There's always a spectrum of energy in how we experience things. So it supports us in completing the cycle because intentionally shaking signals safety to the brain, right? And it's helping release that stored survival energy from that fight, fright, like state. So we are relaxing the muscles. We are giving our bodies permission to release. And you can be present in your consciousness with what is coming out and what you're feeling as you release in your body. And please allow yourself, give yourself permission. Nobody's watching. Shake and release and allow this to be a moment where you have permission. Give yourself permission to be present with your primal connection to your physical body and everything that it's holding. It moves us through so much, and we're in eclipse energy that is really supporting release. It's supporting a rebirth. So take this opportunity with this energy and also carry this practice with you throughout your life so that you can do it as you need it. It has so many benefits: circulation, boosting the blood flow, and creating that, lymphatic movement that we need. It shifts the nervous system. As I said, it brings us into that calmer rest and digest mode. And it is a quick tool that you can easily use to release daily stress. I shake every day. It's part of my rising rituals. And yeah, it grounds the body and it can improve your mood. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to invite you to stand up with us here. Let me see how I can do this. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right, wherever you are, I invite you to stand up, and same thing we did as we were sitting. I'm inviting you, open this door here. I'm inviting you to be present with your body, right? Sorry. To be present with your body and balance yourself from the left to the right side. So stand up. Stand up. If you're not able to do this practice right now, come back to it. Watch the raw play. And just balancing from left and right side. We're going to begin by shaking our legs. So one leg at a time, just allow yourself to lift it off of the ground and shake. Let's start with our left leg. Really shaking that leg out. Shaking it. Going to the right leg. Shaking it out. Alternating at your own pace to your legs, your feet, your ankles, any stagnant energy in your knees, your thighs. The harder you shake, the more you can feel that energy releasing from your muscles. Trusting that release. Remember, we're holding a lot of tension and energy that you may be unconscious of in your legs. So I invite you to also begin jumping. That allows you to shake. If you feel uncomfortable, that's okay. That's natural. Breathe into it, right? Because you're giving yourself permission to release. Sometimes we want to hold on to things. We can become attached to the things that have shrunk us because they make us feel safe. But your safety is in your freedom. So awaken the body. Wake up. Jump. Shake. Come into the hips and shake those hips. Awaken the hips. Even if you feel that tension, just keep moving as much as you can. Everybody's in different places with their body. Just give yourself that release. Shaking the hips. Even my brothers, shake it. Shake the hips. We got to release. We carry a lot of tension here. It's our sacral, it's our root. Holding a lot of sexual tension, release. If you have sexual energy leaking, shake. Releasing. This is about coming into bodily sovereignty. Taking up the space in your body with the intentions that you want to consciously bring in and sow into your subconscious. Shaking those hips. Shaking the legs. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Don't stop. Trust the body. Use your breath. Shake. Shaking the hips. Come on, shake those hips. Shaking the belly, shaking the core. Coming up to the chest. Shake. Shaking your shoulders. Shaking your arms. Breathe. Release. Making whatever sounds the body wants to make. We're allowing our animal instinct to release. Shimmer. Shake in whatever way you feel like you need. If you need to throw your arms up in the air. Releasing anything that no longer serves you. Any stagnant, outworn energy. Shake. Shaking the chest. The shoulders. Get that left arm nice and good. Get it off the wrist. The fingers. Release. Shake. Giving yourself permission to release. Shaking the neck. The face. The lips. Jumping. Remember your breath here. Trust your body. If you're able to shake your neck, rotate. Be gentle with yourself and careful, but free. Wherever you feel tension, wherever it doesn't want to move, give attention to that space. Give it permission. Give it love. That's where you're holding the most tension in your body. Be aware. Be aware. Shake. Shake. I gotta shake my locks out. Shake your head. Shake your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your feet, your hips, your booty, the back. Wherever you can, bring your attention to where your body needs to release. Breathe. Release. Shake it out. Shake it out. Keep going. You got more. Let it out. This is your opportunity to release. You're making space. Let it out. Whatever wants to come out. If there's emotions rising, let it out. Be aware of what the body's communicating. Shake. Give yourself the space to go wherever needs it the most right now. Clearing that energy out, preparing yourself to slow down. Slowing down. Still shaking, but slowing it down. Calming the body. Shaking it off the legs. Release. Shaking it out, breathing it out, slowing it down. Give yourself a few neck rolls here as you slow down the body. Right. Going in one direction, and then we're going to alternate. We're going to alternate now, going in the opposite direction. Relaxing the body, relaxing the breath, relaxing the shoulders. I'm going to invite you to bring your hands, and we're going to swipe the energy off the body. First, let's actually bring our palms together like we've been doing, looking into the palms of our hands, looking at our body with gratitude, giving thanks. We can take these beautiful bodies for granted. Please honor and take a moment to give gratitude for this beautiful vessel that is carrying your spirit and your soul in this life. Forgive yourself for any abuse, mistreatment, and lack of care and love that you may have given to your body. And take this moment to really, really feel that gratitude and bring that gratitude into the palms of your hands. I'm going to create that electromagnetism, bringing that solar power, that creative force into the palms of your hands with your breath. Still allowing the heart rate to slow, bringing that breath in with your intentions that you've cultivated from the beginning of the day. What energy are you bringing into this day? Bring it into the palms of your hands. Ashe. And then bring it to the face, and we're going to swipe that energy off. Swipe that energy off your head, off your crown, off your hair, off your neck, your shoulders, swiping it off. Swiping it all the way off, right? Off the arms, on all sides, releasing, swiping it off the chest, off the heart, off the ribs, off the armpits, off the sides of your ribs, off your booty, off your back. Remember to get the back of the neck as much as you can. Swiping off the back. Swiping, bringing that energy off the body. Swiping off your genital area, off your womb space. Releasing. Swiping it all the way down the body, all the way down the back. Swiping that energy off, bringing it all the way down to your feet. Make sure you get your inner thighs, the back of your legs, all the way down your ankles, the soles of your feet. We're going to shake off. The energy when we swipe usually can sit at the fingers or the toes, the hands, and the feet, because those are the ends of the body. So just shake those feet and those hands just to release that energy. Inhale. We invite you to butterfly your arms open. Whew. My bookcase is right here. Bringing that good energy in. Bringing the palms of your hands together at the top of your head like this. And then inhaling, bringing those hands, those prayer hands to center, to your heart. We're going to hold it here. Take a few patient breaths. Feeling that heartbeat. Giving gratitude for this heart and mind connection. Giving thanks for this body. Giving thanks for this breath. Giving thanks for every day, bringing the opportunity for us to try again, for us to exist, for us to be bold and free in our choices, recognizing the ways that our internal freedom can support us in creating collective freedom. Ashe. Just taking a moment to sit with your own prayers and thank yourself, thank your body, thank the divine. One, two. Giving thanks and praises to the divine spirit that's indwelling within each of us, that connects us all. Ashe. Thank you for having the courage to shake your body with me, for trusting. Thanking myself for being vulnerable and present in that with you and demonstrating. All right, family, take a moment to hydrate. We are going to take a few breaths here to come into some creative visualization and presence with that practice. So please drink plenty of water. Keep drinking lots of water. If there's one thing you do throughout Black August, I want it to be hydrating. Okay? I don't care if you have to go to the bathroom every hour on the hour. Drink plenty of water. Flush that energy out. We're in the spirit of Hapi that I've been sharing about, which is the water bearer, right? The Aquarian energy. So connect, drink, stay hydrated. I want you to come back into a nice, comfortable posture. So just breathing yourself into that space, however you want to be, for this creative visualization portion of our practice. Still allowing yourself to land and your body to be present with the space that you've made. And whenever we make space, we can have this energy of a void. And I'm actually going to bring the drum here. Let me bring the drum because I'm feeling really strongly to share about the void space, which is really significant when it comes to eclipse season, eclipse energy, but specifically this total solar eclipse, which doesn't always happen. We don't always have a total solar eclipse. We also don't always have a south node eclipse. The south node of the moon is in Sekhmet or Leo, as I've been sharing, and it is bringing forward our leadership, is bringing forward our brilliance, our connection to the fire, the energy of the sun, the solar energy, our willpower, our desires, our passion. So that's what we're going to bring ourselves into. But before we get to creating, there's a void, right? When there's a death, there's a closing, there's a release. We just release, we create a void. So now there's empty space, or so it seems. The void, while it may seem like empty space, is black energy, and it's Black August. It's dark energy, dark matter, which actually houses all potentials and possibilities. can feel uncomfortable in the void space. And we want to fill it when there's uncertainty, but we have to be present so that we can really feel the truth of what is our heart's true desire. Because we want to create from a place of truth. We want to be in Ma'at. We want to harmonize with our purpose. We want to be fulfilled. We don't want to be guided and moved by the programming and the confusion and all of the chaos that's surrounding us. Ma'at brings order. It brings order, it brings intention. It is cosmic order, making order out of the chaos. Pulling from pure potential and creating and defining and refining energy. So taking this moment to come into your breath, relax your shoulders, your jet is nice and stacked, nice and tall. That is your spine, you're relaxed. Closing your eyes, bringing your inner gaze up and out through the middle of your forehead, in between your brows, where we have no sensory neurons, so that you can allow yourself to just be present in this meditation and in your visualization. Asking your heart in this moment with each breath to guide you through the void, to see and explore what it is that you want to create in this space that you've made. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, right? New is the primordial water. The essence of pure potential. It's always been with you. It's always been in your heart. Allowing your breath to guide you to it. Trusting your inner knowing of your heart's true desire. Bringing it up and out into your vision. See it. Sense it. Taste it. Smell it. Feel it. Feel your breath. Breathe deep. Open your heart. Let the truth of your heart radiate. Let your breath guide you to your heart. And let your heart guide you to your breath. See what you're becoming. See what this release is for. Feed your soil. Feed your soil so your seed that you're sowing can sprout. With gratitude for everything that you just released, for teaching you, for preparing you, for guiding you to this moment. You couldn't be here. You couldn't be here without everything that you've gone through. Trust your life. Trust your life. If you can't trust your life, you can't trust anything. Trust your life. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Open your heart. Open your heart. An open heart is a safe heart. safe to be free, safe to love, safe to be, safe to see your vision, see your vision. Hold it in your mind's eye. Hold it in your body. Breathe into your vision. Allow yourself to hum if you need to create vibration, gentle vibration through your hum. Yourself a nice deep inhale, bringing that intention, bringing that love, bringing that vision into your heart. Holding it, being clear about the seeds that you're nurturing, that you're praying fertility into. Holding and releasing. Inhale, bringing that energy in, that gratitude, that presence. And exhale, relieving yourself. With trust, coming back into your regular breath pattern, inhaling at your own pace. With gratitude, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here with this intention for Black August, with infusing your life force into this intention that we have to awaken our collective warrior spirit, to remember the shoulders we stand on, to remember what we still have to do. That's right here in our hearts, our contribution to this beautiful revolution that we're continuing. Now, a few words about the eclipse energy that we are entering into. We are already in it. We are already in it. We're in the shadow of it. It is going to peak tomorrow. And depending on where you are in the world, maybe you can see it. But either way, I think most parts of the world, other than maybe like the southern hemisphere, cannot see the meteor shower. I think it's really the higher parts of the north, like Europe, some parts of Europe and Greenland and spaces like that that can actually see the total solar eclipse, but we're all still going to feel it. Remember, it's a moment in the daytime where the moon is going to completely eclipse the sun, and we are going to go into a complete state of darkness. And when you think about it, I don't know if you've ever experienced an eclipse. I did get to experience the Leo eclipse. That it was another Sekhmet eclipse that took place in 2017, and I believe that was also in August. I think it was August 17th in North Carolina. We had our Feed the Spirit spiritual warrior retreat there, and we had the opportunity to actually see it. And wow, what a sight to see, especially with the plant medicine. I mean, amazing. But to experience that full darkness in the daytime, and then all the nocturnal animals kind of coming back online, and like the confusion and the chaos, like you could actually feel it palpably. And then the rebirth of the sun, right? And like the gratitude you have for that moment where it's like, what would I do without you? It's just like an energetic experience, and it's even making me emotional just thinking about it, because that's what we're moving through right now. There's something that is being eclipsed. It's a beautiful opportunity to release and let go of the pain, of the shame, of the guilt, of any of that energy, that chaotic dense energy. The eclipse energy is meant to be a filter, right? So I want to share a little bit about the mythology of the eclipse in Kemetic science, because the eclipse is synonymous with Apep or Apep, which is the great serpent of chaos. In Kemetic science, not all serpent energies are considered to be evil or dense energies. Technically, none of them are seen. They're all seen as divine forces that serve a purpose, but it's not very dichotomous in the way that our Eurocentric, like Western religions, can say like this is good and this is bad. It's not in that way. But essentially, the chaos is filtering out a lot of the grotesque energies. But because we're going into an eclipse cycle where the darkness takes prominence, all those subconscious energies, those denser energies, tend to rise to the surface. That's why it's a great time to do shadow play, as I like to say. Some people call it shadow work, but if you work with Neff, it's gonna be shadow play, because we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna make sure that you're already oriented into going into that space with as much love and grace for yourself as possible to really reclaim the treasures. Yes, we're going to feel the pain. Yes, we're going to go there, but it is going to be a beautiful experience. And I say that because Apep is the ultimate enemy of Ra. We've been talking all about this solar energy, about Black August, about it being fully oriented to our willpower, our solar plexus, the actual sun, the hottest month of the year in the northern hemisphere in the summer. It's has all this potent energy. We've talked about Sekhmet, which is Leo, which is governs the sun, or an energy that is prominent influence is the fire of the sun. And Ra's enemy is Apep, which is the great adversary, right? The great adversary that Ra, the sun, has to face as he journeys through the night to birth again in the day. So I was sharing before that Mama Nut swallows Ra at night, and then she gives birth to him every day. But he has to move through that journey, through the duat, through the underworld, through the darkness, and battle Apep. And in that battle, there's a deep, beautiful symbol in Kemetic science called Smai Tawi, which is also what we call the practice of yoga. It is the union of the two regions, the higher and the lower nature, right? Our divine spiritual selves and our physical bodies, our gravity, our ego. So that is Set and Heru come together. Your higher and lower self, your wholeness, your whole self comes together after you've had your own battle, your own ego death, and your own process, which is really a rebirth of the ego, right? And that all of that symbolism in our sciences, it's meant to be a practical expression of symbolic of symbolic cosmology that expresses itself above us in the heavens. Like I said, it's literally talking about the eclipse, but also within us in the microcosm and also within our collective. So, because Sekhmet is also governing leadership on the planet, it's governing, those who are in positions of power. This is also a time where power dynamics can shift, new leadership rises. So it's a very, very beautiful energy, but it also has its shadows. So the reason why I'm sharing that is because we have to be balanced. This is a time where you do want to be in care of yourself, taking care of yourself, careful about the energies you surround yourself with, because during eclipse energies, a lot of density has a lot of power as well. So if there are people who are mentally unstable, that can also be emphasized during this transit. So I encourage you to honor your protection. That's why we've been really honoring and building up the heart space, the solar light, the open heart, because the higher your frequency is, the less that density can have access to you. However, the density has access to you based on whatever wounds you may still be nurturing and not healing. So it also serves a purpose. So if you feel triggered in any way by anything, it is an opportunity for you to face and see something that you need to heal, something that you need to honor within yourself. So I hope everyone has a happy eclipse. Tomorrow we're going to have our sister Leani here, who is going to guide our meditation for Wednesday. And at noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific, so 12 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have our live stream with Mama Regina Jennings. So Dr. Regina Jennings is going to be teaching us about the origins of Black August. I'm going to be here with us, and we're really going to hold the significance of the historical framing, right, of exactly what happened and how Black August was created, and really the legacy of Black liberation. She is an OG Black Panther, so I hope you'll be here. If you do not know Mama Regina, you're in for a treat. I love her. She's one of my favorite elders, and I'm looking forward to having her here to teach us about that. I also want to express I had shared that I'm committing to working with 3 clients during this eclipse season into the autumn, so for August, September, and October, to go into that deep transformational space through my Kepra coaching process. And I'm still open to 2, potentially 1 clients. So if that's something, if what I'm sharing with you and you feel called to have that spiritual guidance and that support and going into those spaces and fully, prioritizing and centering yourself and your healing process, your transformation process, it would be such an honor to work with you. I love, 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 love to go into that space. And the reason why I only want to focus on having 3 clients during this eclipse season is because I'm really going to pour into you and bring you into my altar space and really be in battle with you as you move through that darkness yourself, right? Through your own microcosmic journey of Ra through this eclipse season. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Like I said, please sow your seeds. Again, our practice today is a donation-based offering brought to you by Tehuti Ma'at, our revolutionary instrument, our cooperative. So please use the link in the description box to contribute and be in Ma'at, in the spirit of reciprocity. We give and receive in equal measure. So whatever you're able to offer, please, every dollar counts. Just be in the spirit of reciprocity, in the spirit of giving, and we affirm that whatever you give multiplies to you 100, 1,000, a millionfold. This is a really important shift that we're having in the economy right now. So with all of your investments, whatever you're pouring energy into, it is multiplying and it is significant because money is energy. So please consider or even reconsider your investments in this moment of your life, because it's an essential moment to make sure that we're pouring into the side of restoration and of liberation and of the healing process that the planet is in. We do not want to be contributing to the collapsing energies. So that's my encouragement around that. Again, if you're interested in working with me, you can personally contact me at asnefrika@gmail.com if you're interested in that work. Please like the video if you enjoyed today's meditation. If you're here with us live and you want to share anything before we close out, please feel free to. I didn't even go into the comments today, but also, if you're watching the raw play, you can always leave a comment and let us know how the practice is flowing for you. That is deeply valued to get that feed forward so that we can meet your needs. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we have a offering. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for tomorrow's meditation and also for Mama Regina's stream on the origins of Black August. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Ashe. All right. Power. Happy eclipse.